Hi. I need to take a second to talk about one of my favorite TV shows from when I was a child, because now, as an adult with my own child, I still watch it because she loves it and it's amazing. But I notice things that I didn't notice when I was a kid myself, and I take a lot of issue with them as a parent. So I need to just air my grievances. I need to get this out there, raise some awareness of what's going on. I'm looking at you, Strawberry Shortcake. Not new Strawberry Shortcake, not the CGI one where you live in Berry Bitty City, but the old one where you lived in Strawberry Land and with all your little friends. Now they're very selective. You only have like a couple of your friends. This was when you had back when you had all of them. You're very popular. First issue number 1, is that you had custody of, and I guess I can quit referring to you as you because I seriously doubt that you, Strawberry Shortcake, are watching this. In Strawberry Shortcake, she had custody of her 1-year-old little sister, Apple Dumpling, in the first season. And I can't watch it without thinking, holy crap, where is CPS on this? Why does she have custody of a 1-year-old? Where are her parents? There are no adults in Strawberry Land. I take it back, there are 2. There was the Peculiar Pie Man of Porcupine Peak, and there was his sister, Sour Grapes. Those were the only 2 adults, and they were both bad guys. Other than that, there was no one to take care of them. But in the 2nd or 3rd season, I don't remember which one, Apple Dumpling's no longer on it. And they don't really address it. They don't talk about it. Because it would be sad to tell the little kids Apple Dumpling had to go to an orphanage. But as nice as Strawberry was, and she did have the help of Custard, her talking cat, they were not really equipped to take care of a 1-year-old. So it was a good thing. Don't grieve for them. Another issue, and it's a big one, especially nowadays, is the diet on Strawberry Shortcake. I know that there were no adults, and it's probably where this stemmed from, but Strawberry and Orange Marmalade had all this growing space. Orange had her orchard, and then Strawberry had like her huge fields for strawberry fields, and berries because she had to grow berries for angel cake, whatever, and then all the rest of them, raspberry tort. But all of this farmland, and none of it was devoted to vegetables. None of it. Like, I don't remember seeing one vegetable in the entire show. And I know that they didn't eat meat because all the animals there, with the exception of Pupcake, could talk. And so that would be like eating the animals in Narnia. That would just be wrong, and I'm sure that they would get a lot of PETA letters about that. But they could have eaten some vegetables. Strawberry Land did not have a vitamin shop. So without any vegetables in their diet, they were bound to get all kinds of vitamin deficiencies. At least with Marmalade's orchard, they were able to prevent scurvy because she had her oranges and her lemons. The lemons may have been lemon meringue, or she may have just made lemon meringues. I'm not really sure. But they didn't have any vegetables. They had a horrible diet. They didn't have a gym at all. I've never seen 24-hour fitness or Gold's Gym in Strawberry Land. And I know that they had to walk everywhere because they were too young to drive. They were like 10 or 11. Although in a couple episodes, they do go on road trips to visit some other people, and they rent a car. So I don't know what Strawberry Land rental company is renting to underage girls of 10 or 11, but she needs to knock it off because it's not safe. They could have run into one of those candy cane mountains, had a horrible accident, and that would have just ruined the show, honestly. But, yes, you walk everywhere. That's fine. But when you basically live inside of a Hostess factory, you need to be walking to the other end of the planet to walk those calories off. And with nothing in your diet but fruit and candy and cakes and stuff, at the very least, when you get to my age, 30-ish, you're going to have type 2 diabetes. Let's flash forward to the future. Shall we make a future episode of Strawberry Shortcake where we address the diet and the consequences of that, where they are hideous, weigh 500 pounds, have type 2 diabetes, rolling around in wheelchairs. Let's talk about that, shall we? Instead, they move to Berry Bitty City, where they live with the Berrykins. And there are a couple adult Berrykins. And then there's the Caterpillar Mr. Longfellow, who's an adult. And they all have jobs, and that's great, because it teaches them responsibility. And is it Plum Pudding that is a dancer? So at least we know that Plum Pudding works out. You know, she gets, like, a lot of exercise. Rest of them, not so much. Still haven't seen them work out. I did see there was an episode where Blueberry accidentally planted some corn. And I know that corn is not a vegetable. Do not come at me with corn is a grain, because I know that corn is a grain. But at least corn is not a cupcake or a cookie or, you know, fruit. But they did not show them eating it. So I don't know that it really counts. Other than that, I think that's really my only issues. I would have preferred if there had been a romantic aspect with Huckleberry Pie, because he was an adorable boy, and I always thought that he and Strawberry would have made just a really cute couple, and I don't think that they ever got together. At least I never saw that. So please get onto Netflix, watch the old Strawberry Shortcake, tell me that I'm not the only person who thinks about these things, and get back to me.